Hi guys, this is XMMORPG.com bringing you our latest review of Drakensang Online, the dungeon crawling title from Big Point. The game was in open beta for about a year, I think just over a year, recently entered official launch, and along with it the biggest update in the game's history, Atlantis. Atlantis brings 8 new maps to the game, over 100 new quests, and a huge variety of new items, weapons and little perky bits here and there. As you can see, the game's graphical content is quite impressive, along with the soundtracks, very immersive sounds and sound effects in the background. This is the quest hub of Atlantis, you can see it here. There's quite a few quests. You can only carry 10 at once, obviously, which I've already got filled. I didn't want to bore you guys running around picking that up. Just joined up for a PvP queue here so I could show you guys some of the PvP of the game. I'm not very experienced in it, so I'm probably going to get trounced, but that's the point of a review, to show you guys what's going on, not to survive, right? Oh, one of my abilities is gone for some reason. Where's that gone? Trying to find which one it was now. There we go. If you're not familiar with the combat system in Drakensang, these 3 down here are active abilities assigned to left mouse button, right mouse button and middle mouse button. And you've got your typical 137 macro key abilities down here. Wormy guy trying to escape. Can't really catch him right now. As you can see, some of the abilities are skill based with the aiming. So you point with your cursor and then use the ability. Others are just basically macro based. This is basic 3v3 PvP. There is a 5 vs 5 capture the flag option, which is obviously a bit more objective based. Adds a bit more excitement to the game. These guys just got a bit trounced. As you can see from the PvP, there's a lot of chasing involved. They run, heal, turn around, root you, measure you, whatever, hit you again, repeat. Can get quite monotonous at times, but it is quite action based, and for a browser based title you can't deny the impressiveness of the combat. The animations especially are quite well done. Pick up some health here. As you can see, the spawn times are pretty instant. It ends up as jump on the squishies. That's pretty much what's happening here. Although the third guy's finally joined, that might give them the bit of help there. Run away and try and heal up here a little bit. Some of this stuff too. You can see some of the item buffs that you get do make your character slightly more dangerous in combat. Sneak up on the squishy guy going over here. Double kill for that fella there. quite sure where that fella ran off to. Not sure where the rest of my team's run off to either. So I'm probably going down just about here. It's quite lucky. It gives me quite a substantial buff for fighting there, so I'm trying to draw them in. They don't seem to be falling for it. Oh, he did. It runs out, typical. As you can see, it's quite fast paced. I mean, you don't expect much from a browser title nowadays, as there are a lot that are released that aren't very good, but this is definitely one of the few that's quite impressive. Guys don't seem to be able to kill me very well. Health, nice. Move there, if I hit them as a stun, it's quite a potent ability, that one, but as you can tell I'm not very good at aiming it. Got to run here to survive again. The health hasn't respawned yet. As you can see, the skill based abilities like the jumping and that kind of thing can be used for more than just causing damage. It has saved my life a couple of times already, although I don't think it's going to here. Oh, well, he's not best happy about that. Oops. Oh, did I move out that kind of range? As you can see, lag can sometimes be an issue. There's a few people sort of lagging about here and there. Make it quite difficult. And there we go. As you can see, of course, the amount of damage you do, the amount of badges of honor you get, which are located up here, can be spent on various PvP related things. According to that, somehow I only got 3 kills, but you know, every little counts. As the PvP not really changed much in the Atlantis update, but just thought I'd give you guys a quick run of that. The Atlantis update itself is quite substantial, as I mentioned before. There is a lot of new content. The new maps are not really designed for solo play, so I'm not really sure how far I'm going to be able to get in it with you guys, but I'll have a quick look. I did spend quite a large amount of time earlier on trying to find a group that didn't have any luck, because from what I've seen so far, it's a pretty hairy way to play solo in this area. Again, if you're not familiar with the game, there will be a link to our new player experience review in the description. Gives you a review of the rundown of the basic features of the game, tutorial on what else you can expect as a new player in your first couple of hours gameplay. We've also got a summary features review, which gives you the highlight of some of the best summary features of the game. And not really Drakensang related, but it is a dungeon crawler, and we had a chance to recently try out City of Steam from Mechanics Games, an upcoming indie title, looking to be quite promising. So if you're into the dungeon crawlers, give that review a shot. It's going to be in the description too. As you can see as well, a lot of the enemies are skill based in terms of you hit a jellyfish too much, he would explode. So tactical player, the reactions to be able to spot the jellyfish, can escape and receive little damage, whereas other players just go in and mindlessly swing around, will get hit by very deadly jellyfish. This is the lower level area part of Atlantis. If I'd have gone the other way, I'd have been dead very quickly, so I just wanted to give you guys a quick showdown of some of the new monsters and stuff. These ones aren't too bad. The Gorgons are a real pain. They turn you to stone, which then of course makes you unable to make any other actions, so all the other enemies around you just sit there and pick your life down bit by bit. Makes it quite frustrating. Jellyfish will explode again, so I should avoid the damage there. And again. It's not overly challenging once you get used to it, but it is nice that the game adds a bit more skill element to it rather than just mashing keys 1 through 7 over and over again. There are a number of boss fights. I've already discovered 4 or 5 myself, so that's quite a nice addition to the game. Very, very challenging if you're impossible, so you might be good for those. I'm not the best person to play this class, so other people out there might be able to do it, so I'm not sure. See, once it gets a bit hairy, it's a bit harder to avoid the jellyfish explosions, which can really seriously damage your health. So the guys will follow me for a while. As you can see, if I just stand here, there is no auto attack, so you do have to use your 3 abilities down here as your basic attack functions for the game. Again, offering a skill-based component over that of typical MMO key mashing. You can see my health bar down here in the bottom left. A few jellyfish around, doesn't it? Really quite hairy. I've played the game for a few hours before for our new player experience review. I haven't really experienced this end of the content before, but the combat definitely steps up some. As you can see, there's a lot of mobs at a time. You know, you're not facing 2 or 3 monsters at once. You're facing groups of 7, 8, 9, 10, all of which each monster has a different mechanic, a different way to defeat them. You know, for example, the jellyfish and the Gorgons with their stuff to be able to turn you to stone. So it is a fresh face for the dungeon crawling genre, most definitely. Personally, I do prefer the City of Steam. Again, the preview is in the description. It's a bit more authentic than this one, not realistic, authentic. There's a difference. But this is definitely for you more sort of fantastical-based fans. This is definitely right up your street. You get to explore Atlantis. You can't do that in many games. Sorry, that's my Skype in the background. As you can see, these guys are sort of high 30s, level 38 mostly. I'm actually rolling around at 40 right now, so it's pretty impossible for these guys to take me down, but they do keep trying. If I went the other way from that first instance of town, I'd definitely be coming across much more severe baddies right now. apparently not. There's not many about. As far as the content update goes, it is some of my favourite content I've experienced in Drakensang. I've not leveled through the game fully. I've experienced this bit here, that bit there. But it's yeah, it's definitely worth picking up for anyone that's a fan of the dungeon crawling genre. It's free to play. You can't go wrong. It's worth trying a couple of hours at least, right? There's a few slightly more than I can handle, I think. I've got a lucky go. I've got an escalator. As you can see, there is quite a lot of items to be collecting. Full inventory, a lot of gear slots. It is a very much collect gear and improve type game, as is typical with dungeon crawling titles, so it's right up there if you're into Diablo and stuff like that. Sadly, I can't explore any further into the more dangerous parts of the zone because I will just die. No point, I need groups to be able to do it. I've not been able to find a group yet. I will keep trying, and if I find one, I will publish another video on the XMMORPG channel detailing some of the higher level content of this update, as well as hopefully a bit of preview on the Gorgon boss, who's I've been told is quite a difficult fight. So anyway, I'll leave you guys to it while I search around for some groupies. Don't forget, please like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Also check out the description for all the comments and the links that I've listed, and don't forget to hook us up on Facebook. Okay, take care, thank you, bye bye.